Welcome into Paul Catalina's Top 5, brought to you by Texas Beef House. We're going to dive into draft positions over the next few days. Part of this is we need to pre-record because we're going to be in New Orleans next week, and we don't know how the first couple days are going to go. So we're going to have a couple. So you're going to see me back here in this same outfit for a couple days. I don't want you to freak out. I'm not able to teleport myself. I'm not yet. Science hasn't found it yet, but I'll be first in line when they do. They can put a chip in my brain as long as I can avoid the airport. Anyway, top 5 quarterbacks in the NFL draft. Let's dive in. Number 5, Jaxson Dart at Ole Miss. He is a dual threat quarterback. He's a big time playmaker. I'm not sure what kind of system he needs to be in to be successful. He's not going to be picked on the first day. He's probably a second day pick. Where in the second day, I don't know. I think in the middle of the second round, towards the end of it. He's a very talented player. Where he fits is up for debate, and although I could see the way that quarterbacks go, if you're someone like Cleveland who doesn't draft a quarterback in the first round and you have the second pick, if you decide not to draft Cam Ward or Shedeur Sanders, could I see them taking a shot on a guy like Jaxson Dart? Absolutely, because that's how quarterback goes in the NFL draft. I think I'm just a little on the fence about him, about where he fits. And speaking of on the fence, I'm also on the fence about Dillon Gabriel, but here's what I know. In spite of the fact that he is, if he's 6 feet tall, he is just over that line on the measuring tape. But I know he's a winner. He's won everywhere he's been. He's mobile. He's got a fantastic rifle of an arm, good velocity on his passes, really works well within the team. I don't know what his NFL future is, but if I'm picking top 5 quarterbacks, I've got to pick Dillon Gabriel because of how much he's won in different spots. Is he probably a career backup in the NFL? Maybe, but I don't know. There's something about Dillon Gabriel that I like. Now, most other NFL draft people will probably not rank him this high, and we'll probably have Jaxson Dart before him, and that's fair. This is all a crapshoot after all. But the next 3 quarterbacks to me are legit NFL guys. And it just kind of depends on certain factors, where you go, how the system works, all of that. But I think Dillon Gabriel can help somebody. I really do. I don't know. I got a Russell Wilson early on feel about him where it doesn't have to make sense. Like when you look at, how big they are or all that. I just got that kind of vibe from Dillon Gabriel. Number 3. Quinn Ewers at Texas. Now, if you were to, start making check marks of the things you want, a laser rocket right arm, good size, mobility, not, running, he's not Lamar Jackson, but he can get away from the pass rush. He can get the ball anywhere on the field. The problem with Quinn Ewers is he kind of hits the ceiling on greatness quite a bit, which is what's going to make him probably a second round pick. But he's right there. He just needs to, I think if he just stays healthy, if he winds up in the right system, he can be a very, very good NFL player given his talent. And again, he's gotten better every year at Texas. He just didn't quite break through into the holy cow, watch Quinn Ewers. He was always really good. And I think he didn't get a lot of appreciation for that because Arch Manning is right there behind him, and the Texas fans and really college football fans are like, just give us another Manning. We love the Mannings. And I understand that. But Quinn Ewers has NFL skill to him. And that's why he didn't come back and play college football for another year. If he really wants to be an NFL quarterback, he needs to go ahead and do that. And hopefully he winds up in a system that will accentuate his talents in a good organization who won't run it into the rocks. Number 2, Cam Ward, and this is really 1 and 1A, but I kind of flipped a coin and I put Cam Ward at number 2. He has just super arm talent, super athleticism, off the charts gamesmanship. I mean, he just knows how to work the offense in big moments. That's all key. Now, there are some things that are sloppy about him, but make no mistake, this guy helps everywhere he's gone win. And that's the most important thing. He really changed the Stars of Miami, and that deserves some kudos. And he could be one. Shedeur could be one. It depends on really who the Titans fall in love with the most. And number one, Shedeur Sanders of Colorado. I know, there's not going to be any more divisive player in this draft probably than Shedeur Sanders, but most of that is just because people don't like his dad or they think he's brash and all these things. And look, showing the watch and all those things, yes, he has got bravado to him. But what I saw from Shedeur Sanders post-Nebraska game this year was a player who grew up every single week and can make ridiculous throws in ridiculous situations. Is he a number one overall quarterback, maybe like Caleb Williams or Jaden Daniels? I don't know. I don't know if he's quite there, but he has got something special, and whatever team drafts him, say it's the Titans. If the Titans build the right things around him, he will do well. If you watch what he did, look, with Travis Hunter, LeJontay Wester, Jimmy Horn, Will Shepard, with playmakers in place, he makes plays. So if you give this guy playmakers, and he really did well considering the offensive line was mostly terrible for 2 years at Colorado. Give him a decent offensive line and some plus-level playmakers and a running game. My God, what could this guy do? I think a lot of people are a little confused watching the film of him because they see him get sacked a lot. Well, he got sacked a lot because the offensive line wasn't good. He was putting up all these numbers and put up what in many seasons would have been a Heisman caliber season in spite of the fact that they couldn't run the ball to protect him or they couldn't protect him when he was standing there throwing. That's a huge deal. If he has been this good with that bad of an offensive line and a non-existent running game, what could happen if you gave him one? Bottom line, take a chance on this. And the genes are good. Maybe the greatest athlete in the history of the NFL sired this man. And you've seen what he can do. Give it an O-line, give him some plus wide receivers, give him some semblance of a running game, and my God, stand back and enjoy the results and thank me later. Or, thank Dillon and Shedeur. But you can thank me like third or fourth, fifth even. Just say, you know what? That damn Catalina, he was right. Anyway, that's going to do it for the top five. That's going to do it for the show. We will see you on Monday live from Super Bowl 59 Radio Row in New Orleans. This is 365 Sports. Catalina out.